friends, Sleepy here. It's Friday, so you know what that means. It's time for another episode of the weekly playlist. One of my big goals this year was to play more games in my collection, and I've been doing really well with that goal. I've been playing a lot of different games. I got some great games to share with you this week. Go over the games, what my thoughts and opinions are on them, and of course, I'd like to hear what your guys' thoughts are, what your guys' opinions on these games are. Have you played them before? Have you not played them? What did you like about them? What didn't you like about them? And I would also like to hear your guys' recommendations. You guys have recommended some great games already, and I definitely would like to hear some more from you guys. I'm always looking for new games to check out and experience. You guys will notice that the game collection is not behind me today because I'm actually filming this in our bedroom. My wife is currently having a nap on the couch, which is in the game room, so I don't want to disturb her. So we have to film in here. Of course, the lighting's a little crappy, so I'm going to actually hold the camera and show the games on a box here. It'll be easier for you guys to see. So with that, we'll get started here. First game I've been playing this week is for the PlayStation 2, and it's a sequel to Champions of Norath that I was playing. Oh, geez. I beat that one, I think, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, maybe even 5 weeks ago now. And I've been continuing my journey on playing the sequel, which is Champions Return to Arms. Now, this is a really good game. Top-down action RPG game. I really love it. I'm having a blast. I was able to import my wizard character from the first game into this one with all his level, with his abilities and his armor and stuff, and continue using the character here in this one. And I really do like this game. I actually do like it a little bit more than the original one, just because you can play 2 different paths in this one. The first game, you just was one story. You were just playing on the side of good and you were fighting evil. Well, this one, you actually can change if you want to be and play through as an evil character and choose the side of evil over good. Well, currently I'm playing the good side. I want to go through and beat it all the way, and then I want to go through again and replay it as the evil side and see if there's any differences. But really good game. Definitely recommend checking this out if you got a PlayStation 2. A lot of awesome stuff. They actually added some new characters too. There's a new lizard race, and there's some new classes and stuff you can choose as. There's 7 total characters you can play as, and of course, like I said, if you played the first one, which I definitely recommend because this picks up right after the first one, you can actually import your character from the first Champions of North game right in here to the sequel, Champions Return to Arms. But really good game. I like the variety of levels you have. There's snow stuff, you got forests, deserts, islands, just a nice variety, dungeons to explore. And you have a nice variety of NPCs. The voice acting's really good in the game. And, I'm just enjoying the way the story is unfolding. And there's actually bonus missions you can unlock in different levels, but that have some unique challenges to them, which is really cool. Definitely can't wait to beat this game, but definitely have to say I recommend Champions Return to Arms for PlayStation 2. Such a fantastic title. Now, got an Xbox 360 title that I've been checking out, and that is Heroes Over Europe. So this is an airplane combat title. Takes place in World War II, so you fly different planes from World War II, and you have 3 characters to choose from. So it's got 3 heroes, pilots from 3 different countries united against one enemy, against the Germans. I've only played the first couple levels of this, but I really am enjoying the game. The flight mechanics are done really well. The planes control well. The battling is really awesome. It can get kind of difficult at times, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. I do have a lot of these airplane combat titles. I bought a ton of them last year, and I finally got into checking out one I've never played before, and I really do like this Heroes Over Europe, so I definitely want to keep working on this one and actually beat it. You were able to play this online, which I'm sure there's probably nobody playing it online anymore, but at one time it could play up to 16 players, and I could definitely see how it'd be really fun and intense dogfights and stuff, fighting with 16 planes flying around in the battlefields. But definitely, if you're interested in airplane combat titles, definitely give Heroes Over Europe a chance. It was really fun. I'm liking the story as well. The voice actors in it are really good. The story's pretty interesting, and you get to play different planes. You get to upgrade them with different weapons. You can get more powerful planes as you progress through the story. So, very fun title for the Xbox 360. I definitely would recommend Heroes Over Europe. Another Xbox 360 game I've been playing is Naughty Bear, and this is the gold edition. There's a regular version of this game. Do recommend getting the gold edition because it includes the 3 extra DLC chapters. But this is a fun little game where you play as Naughty Bear, and he was not invited to a birthday party from any of the other bears, and so because of it, he goes on a psychopathic rage and has to kill the other bears, or as they call in the game, defluff them. And it's just funny. I mean, you have different tactics you have to do. Like you can hide in a closet and scare the bears. You can pick up weapons. You can stab them with swords. You can drown them in a bathtub and like a toilet. You can sabotage vehicles because some of the bears, once they realize that you're trying to kill them, they're going to try to escape. And some of them try to go away by boat. Some try to go by car. So you can disable those so they can't. You can also mess with like a washing machine where they try to go fix it, and then you stuff them in there and bash their head with the washing machine's lid. You can get them electrocuted. You can barbecue them, burn them. I mean, there's so many different ways to kill the bears, and the more unique way you kill them, the more points you get. And then you also have to watch out though, because if the bears can get to a phone, they'll call in police and military bears who will run around and try to kill you as well. There's also ninja bears. It's just a variety of unique, different bears for you to kill. Now, because they're all basically giant walking, talking teddy bears, there's no actual blood. They just have stuffing, so that's why they talk about you defluffing them. But it was such a fun title. I love this game. Beat the original one long time ago. Got the gold edition, played a little bit, but never got much further in checking out the extra content in this, and I completely forgot the story, so I just started over from the beginning. But it's such a fun title. I love Naughty Bear. You know, if you're looking for just like a funny game that'll keep you laughing, definitely recommend getting Naughty Bear, but definitely get the gold edition because you get extra Naughty Bear suits, because like there's different outfits that you can unlock for the Naughty Bear. You have 3 new episodes, you got 3 new weapons, 3 new ways of killing them, 12 new costumes, and then of course there's also multiplayer you can play, which I never played the multiplayer, so I don't know much about it, but definitely would be something to be that could be cool to check out if you're into multiplayer. But definitely recommend checking out Naughty Bear, because this is such a fun title, and I think you guys would really enjoy it, so make sure you check out Naughty Bear. And now we're going to go really old school here with a PlayStation 1 title. I love this series. I played it ever since it came out. Of course, I was more into it on the PC. But that is Command & Conquer Red Alert. And I was actually introduced to this series by my buddy when I lived in Arizona. His dad's friend would stay with them on trips sometimes, and he always brought his PlayStation 1 with him and Command & Conquer Red Alert. And he would let us play it. And this game was so amazing. It's still awesome today, regardless of the graphics of it. You know, I know they're going to make an HD remake of this, but I still love playing this classic one. Such a great game. It's an RTS title. You know, the second Command & Conquer game they released. Amazing game. You know, you can play as either the Allies or you can play as the Russians. Really good game, though. So nostalgic for this game. I put so many hours into this. I even used to have a mod on my PC that added like another 100 units. There was hundreds of maps and all kinds of stuff like that. It just was such a wonderful game. I hadn't played this one in years, so I had to pop it in, played a few skirmish modes, and I absolutely loved it. And just the nostalgia factor on this, man, it brought back good memories. The music, just hearing the different tunes that play while you're playing the game, brought back the memories. The voice actors in the game, the units, such a great game. I also started the story for the Allies side, which I haven't played this story in years, so I don't remember any of it. Great game, though. If you're a fan of RTS games, you got a PlayStation 1, got to get a copy of Command and Conquer Red Alert. You can get it for about 15, 20 bucks these days. Not too bad. Such a great game. Now it says it was compatible with the PlayStation mouse and link cable. You could actually hook up two PlayStation 1s together and battle each other. On this game, I never did that. I never actually owned the mouse for the PlayStation 1, which I do want to get one sometime, so I could actually play this with the mouse, because I do play with the controller, which you can easily control with the controller, but, when you play on PC and stuff, always use the mouse, and RTS games always control best with a mouse and keyboard. So, definitely love Command & Conquer Red Alert. I recommend getting it for PlayStation 1. It's a fun RTS game. It's a great story, great music. Everything about it is just awesome. Such a great title. Definitely would recommend getting that one. Next game here, we got for Sega Dreamcast, actually, and I haven't played a Dreamcast game in a while, and that is Hydro Thunder. This is a boat racing game. I remember first playing this in the arcade, and I loved it. When I found out it was on the Dreamcast, I had to rent it to check it out, and it was pretty much like arcade perfect. Awesome, awesome racing series. I mean, they've even, ported this over to Xbox 360's Xbox Live Arcade. You can get it. I'm not sure if they, you can download it for Xbox One now, but you could at least get it for Xbox 360. Such a fantastic game. If you love racing games and you love boats, you definitely got to check out Hydro Thunder. There's 14 different boats, but there's other boats you can unlock. There's secret levels and stuff, power-ups. It's just a great arcade racing game. Definitely, if you have a Dreamcast, pick up a copy of Hydro Thunder. Really fun game. Played a few races in this, and man, it just brought me right back to being a kid, playing the game with my buddy, and also just going to the arcade and playing Hydro Thunder. It's an awesome game. I would love to find a place that actually still has a Hydro Thunder arcade machine, but I don't know if we'll ever find that. But, at least I have the Dreamcast version here that I can always play. But Hydro Thunder, awesome racing game, great boat game, fan of boats and racing, check out Hydro Thunder sometime. Fairly cheap title. It's only like a $3 or $4 title here. Definitely would recommend that. And the last one I was playing, another Dreamcast title, and I remember playing this when it first came out, was Mortal Kombat Gold, which is basically like an upgraded version of Mortal Kombat 4. And, that's when Mortal Kombat switched over to the 3D fighting from the 2D. Such an awesome game. This is one of my favorite Mortal Kombats. Has over 20 characters to choose from. Of course, they say, the greatest Mortal Kombat ever. And at the time, it pretty much was. Yeah, it had several different fighters to choose from. Your Scorpion, your Liu Kang, Mileena, Katana, Kung Lao, Baraka, and others. Of course, the boss was Shinnok, and then it was really cool that they brought back Goro to fight as, the second boss, right before Shinnok was Goro. But this was such an amazing game. My buddy Bobby and I used to go to KB Toys. If you guys are old enough to remember the KB Toys store, well, they had different Dreamcasts set up when the console first launched. Mortal Kombat Gold and a few other games like Sonic Adventure were up there to play. And I remember we knew this guy there, and we used to go there every day after school for a couple hours and play Mortal Kombat with the guy. But it was such a fantastic game. I absolutely love Mortal Kombat Gold. I mean, I've loved Mortal Kombat since I played the first one. 1, 2, 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat 4, and then I remember when Gold came out, I checked it out. I was like, man, I gotta get this game. It's so awesome. So if you've never played Mortal Kombat Gold, definitely owe it to yourself. It's got some cool fatalities. The 3D fighting was pretty cool. And it was just a neat, fun little game. Not as polished, as later Mortal Kombat games. And, could feel a little dated, especially if you're used to, the new Mortal Kombats and stuff. But, definitely a great title for the Dreamcast you have got to check out is Mortal Kombat Gold. Fun title. Now, as always, I'll do a quick recap of the games I shared. Champions, Return to Arms, great top-down action RPG, sequel to Champions of Norath, which you can import your character from that first game into the second one. If you haven't played the first one, I do recommend play that one, beat it, then jump into this one because that continues the story. Heroes Over Europe for Xbox 360, a fun airplane combat title. Definitely recommend checking this one out. Great title as well. Another 360 game is Naughty Bear, which is awesome. It's teddy bears go on a crazy rampage killing other ones, so there's no blood, but there's stuffing and stuff, and you can scare the bears. There's different ways to kill them with swords and axes. You can shoot them, you can burn them, drown them in a bathtub, drown them in a washing machine, that kind of stuff. It's a really funny title. Gotta check it out, it's really cool. Of course, Command and Conquer Red Alert, classic RTS game for the original PlayStation game. Put so many hours in this. Can't tell you how many hundreds of hours I've played this as a kid and over the years. Definitely another one I'd recommend. Some Dreamcast titles, Hydro Thunder, awesome title, great game. If you love racing games, boat games, great arcade quality game. Definitely recommending that. And of course, last one was Mortal Kombat Gold, another great Mortal Kombat game in the series. If you've never played it, which a lot of people haven't actually played Mortal Kombat Gold, definitely pick it up, check it out. It is a great one. Alright guys, those are the games I've been playing this week. I definitely would like to hear your thoughts on those 6 titles. If you guys ever played them before, if you did, what was your thoughts? Did you like them? Did you not like them? What did you feel about them? And of course, if you guys have any recommendations for any games you think I should check out, let me know. I own a variety of consoles, so it doesn't have to stick to one console. Like, you don't have to only suggest Xbox games. You can just suggest Dreamcast, PS1, PS2, PS3, Jaguar games, just stuff like that. I have a variety of consoles and I like to play different stuff, so let me know. Of course, I'd also like to hear what games you guys have been playing this week. Alright guys, I want to thank you for watching. Take care, have a wonderful day, and Sleepy will see you next time.